So, Scandal, which one are you? Hi, I'm Ellie from Ellie Smells, and if you're new here, please don't forget to like, subscribe and ring the bell. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Today, I'm going to be giving you a bit of a review on the Jean Paul Gaultier So Scandal and giving you a bit of a comparison so you can decide which fragrance is the best one for you. The So Scandal from Jean Paul Gaultier was launched in 2020, later on in the year, and it's the latest flanker of the Scandal range. So as you'll see from the bottle, it's a similar shape, but this one has facets all the way round. And then it's got So Scandal on the front, with the lovely gold top with the legs of a lady with her shoes on in the air. Ooh la la! The So Scandal is classed as a fruity floral and was created by Daphne Bouget and Fabrice Pellegrin, who actually created the original Scandal and the Scandal by Night. So let's try it. I've got to find the little dot first. Wow. And automatically you're hit with this really heady sweetness. You can definitely get the floral and fruity element to it. So it's quite powdery as well. So it's got a bit of a nod to some of the fragrances that I would probably remember from about the 80s, you know, heady, quite sweet. So in the top notes of this, you've got the orange blossom, which now as it's starting to settle, you can smell the floral heart notes. So you've got tuberose, sambac jasmine and also raspberry in there, but still initially it's very, very heady. So I've got one that I sprayed about half an hour ago, and that's actually settled really nicely. A lot of the sweetness has gone, so you're getting more of that fruitiness from that raspberry, and you're also getting a hint of like a creamy texture too to it. And I think that's maybe because on the base notes you've got milky notes, so it's like raspberries and cream with a bit of powder, and then definitely I'm getting that tuberose note, which can be quite deep and seductive and heady. So I think this is definitely one for a woman that's not frightened of being noticed. It's quite carefree and elegant. So yeah, it's quite different from the other two, which I'm going to compare it to in a minute, but I can see how this is going to appeal to ladies that maybe like some of those sweeter fragrances, such as the Pure Excess or some of the Galan ones, and some of the, like the gorgeous Gardenia. It's got some of those like heady florals in there as well as the Gucci Bloom. I think anybody that likes a sweet floral fragrance with that hint of powderiness, that this is really going to be a fragrance that appeals to them. So let's see how it compares to the original Scandal that was created in 2017. And this is classed as a Chypre fragrance. So let me have a smell of this one then. As you'll notice, the juice is a slightly more intense, deeper. Wow, that's really different. So this one hasn't opened up as sweet. You're getting more like florals. You've still got that milky powderiness in there, but it's definitely a deeper, more sophisticated, and it's quite, I can imagine this would be quite a sensual, sexy fragrance actually on the skin. And I do know that one of the notes in here that is predominant is like orange. You've got blood orange, you've got mandarin in here. The florals in the heart notes are a lot softer. So this to me just seems like a more well-rounded fragrance. So in the heart notes of this, you've got the honey, you've got gardenia, which isn't as that punchy floral as the tuberose in the So Scandal, but then you've got orange blossom and you've got jasmine, but it's the base note. I think this is where that really sort of like deep, sensual, quite sort of like edible, very addictive type because you've got licorice in there, you've got caramel, you've got beeswax, and you've got patchouli. So I can see that that just feels so much nicer to me anyway than the So Scandal. That's lovely. That's a really nice one. So that's the original Scandal. So let's try the Scandal by Night. And if you're just looking at the bottles, you can see this is sort of like deep and earthy. Wow. Oh, I'm loving that one. It's right from the outset. So this is classed as an amber floral. And the difference with this is you've got the honey, the bitter orange and orange blossom in the top notes. But this is warm and inviting. This again is that woman that's quite sexy and sensual, sophisticated, prowling almost. And the heart notes in this are quite fruity. I'm definitely picking out that cherry note that's in there. Again, there's tuberose, there's orange blossom and there's pear. But predominantly I'm smelling cherry now. And I'm quite liking that. It's like one of those cherry drop sweets. You know, like that, I don't know if any of you are familiar with those, that have those like really quite a bitter cherry on the outside and then like a sweety creamy centre. But it's in the base notes of this, which is where you're going to get the power. You've got those warm amber wood, you've got vanilla, patchouli, they're delicious. And you've got sandalwood in there as well. So definitely very sort of like creamy and deep and addictive. So yeah, so that's definitely a deeper, warmer fragrance. Definitely one for the ladies that like something that's going to really stay on the skin and give them that really warm, sexy fragrance for the evening. So what would I recommend? Wow. I would say that initially for me, I would probably be more towards the Scandal by Night, because I just like those deeper, more well-rounded. It's more intense without being as sweet, but you do have those really lovely deep notes in the base, and I am quite liking that cherry essence in there as well. So for the lady that likes fragrances such as the La Vie Belle Intensement or the Mon Petit Robe by Guerlain, I think this would be a really good fragrance. For the ladies that like essences such as the Good Girl or even the original La Vie Belle, because all of these have those orangey notes in, then the original Scandal. So the So Scandal, I would say, for people that like fragrances or essences such as the new My Way by Giorgio Armani and some of those sort of like lighter, sweeter, or even any of the Angel or Alien collection which have those jasmine and honey notes in them, these would be a really fabulous one for them to try. Now we have tried them all out. These are all really good performers. They are going to stay on the skin for a good 6 hours. Their dry downs are very different. If you're looking for something that's going to be quite sweet and powdery, it will be that one. If you're going for something that's going to be quite floral with those sort of like heart notes of the floral flowers, but still going to give you more of an elegant, sophisticated feel, I would say then go for the Scandal. But if you're a lady like myself that likes something that's warmer, really well put together, that's just going to really stay on your skin, be very classy, feminine, then that would be the By Night, because I find that ambery fragrances stay really well on my skin. This one probably stays on my skin for a good 8 hours. But again, it's up to you. Tell me what you think if you've tried them out. Anyway, that's all for now on Any Smells, and I'll see you again soon. Don't forget to leave a comment and check out some of these other videos.